else we got here? I think we're at the CAGbag. Let's see. Where are we? Okay, Soul Dozer writes in and he says, with companies fully committing to showcase streams, do you all sometimes miss traveling to Los Angeles or in general for business reasons? Yeah, it was fun. I mean, these videos aren't fun. What's fun about watching these videos?
And you're not actually playing the things either.
You're no playing.
Like, part of what made E3 was because you had people with hands-on of things that were in process.
Right.
And t-shirts.
It's just like a Buc-ee's.
Booth babes. Mm-hmm. Until they didn't.
I prefer the t-shirts to the booth babes.
I prefer the booth babes.
Hoop. A basketball hoop was always a positive.
Yep.
Fun to watch.
Watch people shoot a basketball.
Yeah. Wait like an hour to shoot a basketball.
Mm-hmm. You just don't get that on these streams.
No. They're like the really awkward people taking pictures with like the super hot chicks with no clothes on, basically. Like that awkwardness is not presented here.
Mm-hmm.
The executives giving speeches that they're not really comfortable giving, but just doing it anyway because, I don't know, they want to be on stage or somebody's making them do it.
That was a big part of it. Well, yeah, was the uncomfortableness.
Yeah, of course.
And you just edit that away in these streams.
It's not. I mean, it's just pre-recorded. It's all pre-recorded.
Right, you make the snap sound. Is that still a thing? Switch 2. Do we still snap?
No drama.
Is there a magnet sound now?
Yeah, I think it's a magnet.
Make a magnet sound.
No, it's like whoom, whoom. Yeah. So yes, the answer to the question, yes, it was fun. It's of course fun to get together and see the other people in the industry.
It was exciting too.
It was exciting.
Like, there's not a whole lot of excitement that I get out of like, well, I guess this is somebody did a stream today. Let's see what's in the stream.
Right. Yeah, it's a lot less exciting, but I'm sure it's saving these companies a lot of money. They like money.
There's also fewer like big games too that needed something like E3.
Right.
Like they're not spending all the money on these.
They probably
just games.
Spend the money on the commercials now. It's probably better investment. I don't know. I was looking through the Xbox store today, like the new releases, and it's just like cell phone games. Like any game. It could be fucking any shit game is just listed right next to the big releases.
That's how all the stores are.
I know, but we talk about it all the time, and I guess because those games are so cheap.
For better or worse, that's the Fortnite effect. No one's releasing big. They're not releasing as many big games as
it's too risky. It's too risky. But I feel like
in case you were wondering, that's the worse. There was no for better in that scenario.
Yeah, just worse. So I think like these stores now just allow anything and all this cheap shit because people probably buy like games $4.99. There's a lot of suckers out there. I'll just be like, I'll buy this fucking thing, $4.99, whatever. And that's like the long tail. That's a real definition of the long tail. These stores expanding out to include like any fucking piece of garbage. Because if you have just like in the new releases section, if there's 100 things there instead of 10, and a lot of them are $4.99, maybe you have a better chance you must have a better chance of selling something. And that's why they do it. There's no other reason why. Like it just must make money. But it's depressing as hell because it's just like literally the same shit mobile game that's $4.99 will have like 5 versions.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're gonna have like 5 different versions, and then like the bundle of it, and you're like,
yeah, and then it's bundled in with some other game, and then that game is bundled in with some other game, and that's like taking up like 3 fucking whole lines in the store of just fucking bullshit. But it must make the companies money, and so that's why they do it. But it's still depressing, and for people who are like, I don't know, hardcore gamers, are we still hardcore gamers compared to the people,
Imagine if they actually had good artwork for those games and you thought, oh, this might be interesting. But no, at least all of the box artwork is just like terrible. So
give away
even my
that
kids
it's trash.
can tell, like, I'm like, They like immediately know like, oh, this is not gonna be something that I want to spend time watching the video for.
And it's not like you can't make the $5 game that's not a piece of shit. It's just that they're very.
I'm sure some are fine on there, but
there's Vampire Survivors. I think is the prime example of that.
But the idea is that if you just have everything on there with the idea
Hero
of
also like super cheap.
Yeah, it's not a question of like price means the game is bad. It's a question of if you just allow everything on the store because it'll make you money. I don't know. It's just like, is that the best? Like, are people having a great experience buying like some shit game for $5? Okay, you made your 30%, but like, is that a great experience for the customer? Like, if you allow pretty much anything on there as long as it works. I don't know. My guess is no. Probably not a great experience, but got to make money somehow. Since there's no big games coming out, we're all waiting for Grand Theft Auto. A Rabid Buffalo writes in and says, have games gotten worse or have you just gotten older? I found that since hitting my 30s, I go back to the same games and only branch out for new games and franchises I already know and love. Yeah, I just think games are derivative of each other now. Like, it's not that
you should
they're
play
worse.
South of Midnight. You never checked that out, right? Yeah,
no.
You should play that.
Okay.
It's on Game Pass.
Okay.
Rabid
Buffalo
might actually like that.
Rabid Buffalo. Wombat says it's not derivative and it's on Game Pass.
Play South of Midnight. If you want to play something different.
Yeah, okay. They are out there.
Why aren't they making new different games anymore that are really good? And I just said one and no one's played it. Now you know why they're not making those.
It's our fault, Chip.
Yeah, exactly. I finished that game. That's how good it is.
Okay.
I completed South of Midnight. That game is excellent. It is worth everybody's time.
Okay. I'll play it then. Is it too did you play it on the standard difficulty or is there like a
I honestly couldn't.
You don't remember.
Don't even remember.
Know. It's not hard.
It's not a combat heavy game. Actually, they added something since I played it where you could skip boss fights altogether. But I don't recommend that. The boss fights are actually kind of fun.
Right. Got it.
I saw that article. People were pissed. They were like, ruins games. I'm like, it's fine.
What's that noise?
I don't know. What do you hear?
Oh, it's an airplane.
Oh.
The whole house started shaking. What's going on? Kyrox in the chat says Chibi misses the weed at E3. Plenty of weed here. It's legal in New York now.
No, I was like, you're fine.
And check out my weed podcast, I Smoke New York. It's doing good. You guys should check it out. Definitely not missing the weed. And we have good tacos now too. So what does LA really have besides all the video game industry? There's not that much to offer, except the whole video game industry. Because we got the food and the weed covered. All right, what else we got here? Foxhound Adam writes in, not a question, but just hit my 200th class at Orange Theory. Feels great. Thanks for getting me interested.
Nice.
Yeah, 200. Congratulations. That's a good number.
Good. I don't know I don't think I hit 200. So
nice.
Right? I don't even know. I have no idea where I am.
I'm coming to like almost at 600, I think.
Well, you've been doing this a lot longer than
I have. I talked to the coach today when I was on my way out, and she remembered that I started out as a power walker. Because she's like, she looked at my numbers today. She's like, wow, you did so great today. And I was like, I'm just big and I'm not that fit, so I always burn a lot of calories. It always looks like my numbers are good, but it's just like I weigh like over 200 pounds, and I am working hard, so I'm sweating the whole time. So yeah, I'm gonna burn like close to 1,000 calories every time.
They talk about me when I'm not there.
Really? Like what? You're so skinny?
Like when there's new people, like a new person behind the desk, and I'm like, yeah, and they, I'm like, I go to sign, and they say, oh yeah, I'm like, yeah,
this guy smells. Stay away from him.
I'm like, and it came up in conversation. I was like, yeah, no, and the girl behind the desk is like, no, I've heard all about you.
Oh, why? Like, what do you do? Oh, you're annoying. That must be bad if they know about you. I feel.
No, that I lost so much weight.
Oh, okay.
That I lost 90 pounds since I've started going there.
Right. How many push-ups can you do?
Like 4.
That's good.
I honestly don't know.
Can you do 4 good ones? Like 4 good ones.
Prove it right now.
Yeah, let's
I was gonna say. Actually, I probably could do 4 good ones.
Right. Most people think they do good ones, but they're not that good.
I got Elliot like one of those push-up bar things, so he could do push-ups, and I could bust it out and do it too. But when we first got it, and I put it on the ground, and I started doing some push-ups, and my wife audibly gasped.
That you could do them?
just like an involuntary ooh. It was pretty
Right.
funny. Like,
Uh,
that's right. I still got it.
Lorax in the chat asks if I actually take part in conversations on I Smoke New York or I just do behind the scenes things. Just behind the scenes things. I like set up the outline for them and tell them what I think would be good to talk about, basically, and other stuff too. Do push-ups, Wombat. That's what Tomatica says. We can't see because the camera's like not in a good spot. Maybe he can. Maybe Wombat will record himself doing push-ups for
I'm
Instagram.
not doing any push-ups.
How about jumping jacks? You could do jumping jacks right now.
I could do. I'm
How
sitting
about
down.
I don't know. Nothing. Never mind. All right. Heckhead asks if we have any memorable midnight console launch stories.
No,
I don't. I don't like waiting online.
me neither.
Or
I
waiting.
did get the what was it? Was it the 360 that I got? That was it. The 360 I got at launch.
Nice.
Yeah,
I remember I
Toys
got
R
like
Us
a
in
gallon
Times
of
Square.
milk and a Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 or something at Walmart, one time. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was pretty exciting.
I
Milk.
went
You
to
do
the
like milk.
launch. I went to the launch of the Xbox 360 at the Times Square Toys R Us.
Right.
That was a good time. I got to go because we had the show at that point, and I got to go as press,
Nice.
and I got to buy one while I was there.
Nice.
So,
As
like,
press.
Yeah, there was. It was like, oh, and if you want to buy one, we put some aside for.
Well, that's good.
the
We'll
press.
take your money.
Yeah, we'll take your money. And I'm
No
like,
discount.
okay, here's my money. Give me my thing. And then like, do you want to interview anyone? I'm like, no, sir.
I
No,
want to
you're
go
not.
home. I need to go to bed, actually.
Right.
I am going home. I'm going to plug this thing in. And go to
Did
sleep.
you say hi to Major Nelson?
I did.
Good.
Yep. And Trixie.
Yep.
And yeah, it was pretty good. That was a good time.
Major Nelson works for Epic now?
Oh, I have
Unreal?
no-
Something.
I have no idea. Something. I have no idea.
Major Nelson. Epic? Yeah, Epic. Unity. That's not Epic. That's something else.
That's opposite.
That's their competition.
Yeah, it's competition.
All right, sorry. Fuck that up. Anyway, hope he's doing well. Hope everybody's doing well.